You guys want to know how to play so much better at console games like Call of Duty, GTA, any other games that you guys play on console? You guys can go ahead and get a pair of Fade Grips down there in the description. The link is down there, fadegrips.store. Go to the Fade Grips website and get yourself a pair of Fade Grips and use my code HYPE15 for 15% off of your entire purchase over there. Anyway, enjoy the video. Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Dean. I had come back to just a brand new video, and I hope you guys are having a fantastic day so far. In today's video, it was about 8 months ago. I uploaded a video exactly somewhat like this. I uploaded a video about 8 months ago. It was called Top 5 Arena Guns Inside of Black Ops 3. Now I'm going to be doing a Top 5 Competitive Guns Inside of World War II. So pretty much just letting you guys know, if you guys do play the competitive part of World War II, or if you guys were like maybe planning on trying to join a team, possibly go into a competitive portion of Call of Duty, these are kind of like the top 5 guns from whenever World War II competitive started up until this point. So I'm going to be going over those top 5 weapons. But before we do anything else, remember, if you guys do enjoy this video, go ahead at any portion of this video, anytime, go ahead, drop a like, and remember to subscribe to the channel and turn on post notifications so you guys are always notified when I post a new video to this channel. And without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and get into our top 5. We're going to go ahead and start with number 5 and then just go 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming in our number 5 spot, this is kind of a combo between two guns, because one of the guns is a gun that you see kind of like more in the Search and Destroy, and one is kind of a gun that you see on every single one of their classes whenever you watch competitive Call of Duty. It is a combo of the M1903. I see the sniper used a lot whenever playing Search and Destroy. And then there is also the machine pistol, which was on every single one of my classes throughout this video, and it's on pretty much every single class that you guys watch in competitive COD. It's just like a nice weapon that, like, if you're using any gun, like say the PPSH, say the Type 100, something like that, and you run out of ammo, you quickly just pull out that machine pistol and just start firing. It's almost like whenever in Black Ops 3, how you had the M8 and then you had the L car that you could just pull out real quick and just start firing at someone. It was that quick rotation of how in Search and Destroy you had the Locust and you had an RK5. It was kind of like that kind of combo, and it is a great combo, and that is why it has deserved the honor to be at the number 5 spot in this video. Coming in our number 4 spot, we have the gun that was used quite a bit back in the day. And by back in the day, I don't mean that long ago. I mean like maybe a month or two ago. It is the bar. It is still used a good bit here in today's Call of Duty of competitive wise. I see it a little bit, but I don't see it as much as other guns. The bar was a really good gun back in whenever the game first came out. Whenever I was playing in the competitive portion of like Call of Duty that we could play on, like if you just don't want to go and do like what all these pros are doing, and you guys just want to like play the competitive part. I forget what it's called, but like I'm just calling it the competitive portion since I don't know the name. If you guys are playing that, pretty much everyone was using the bar when I first started. It was the bar and the FG42, I think, are the two guns that everyone was using. But I typically just liked using the bar because it didn't have much recoil. I could control it very well, and all you had to do was just throw on a sight and like rapid fire and possibly a grip if you wanted to, just to make sure that there is absolutely no recoil. And I absolutely loved it. Even right here in this gameplay, you guys can see I have an iron sight on it, and it still absolutely shreds everyone. But that's kind of why it deserved the number 4 spot, because it is not the best gun in the world, but it is a gun that can tear apart opponents whenever you're using it. Coming in at our number 3 spot, we have the FG42. Now, whenever the game first came out immediately, like I said, it was the FG42 and the bar were the two guns that everyone was using. The bar was just typically, in my opinion, a better gun. The FG42 was kind of more used by the pros because it was a slower fire rate than the bar, but it did a lot more damage than the bar. I don't really care for the damage. I care about, can I control it? Because it's just like with a shotgun. Like, it has a lot more damage, but like, can you aim perfectly all the time? And you guys can even see right here in this gameplay when I'm playing like Kill Confirm on Shipment. I'm destroying. Like, I'm barely trying. Like, and I see a person, I'm just shooting. I'm not aiming. I'm just shooting. And I'm getting these hits. Like, I'm getting a few hit markers, but they're gonna kill once I find them. And I think that any pro will tell you this gun was good, but I think it got a nerf somewhere here in the past few months. That's why a whole bunch of the pros actually stopped using this gun so much, because it wasn't really that good of a gun anymore. And players kind of went more towards like the other ARs and started like playing with other ones, because this gun just kind of fell off the face of the earth whenever it comes to World War II, and no one really liked it, and that's kind of why it deserves the honor of the number 3 spot. Coming in our number 2 spot, this gun, whenever you see competitive, like here last night I was watching over some of the tournaments that have been going on here in the past week, and as you guys know, there are pretty much 2 guns that players use whenever they're playing. It is the PPSH, and there is the STG-44, and the STG-44 is the gun that's going to be put here at the number 2 spot, because it is just a dominant weapon. If you're an AR player, this is the gun that you're kind of go to. It's the gun that you're going to enjoy. This gun was, I believe, it was in some of the older CODs, like BO1, they had this gun in, and I'm not sure about any others, because I know in Zombies of the Chronicles, they brought this gun in to be pretty much in there, and it was so much fun to use. Like, I loved using this gun for Zombies wise, and I love using it here in multiplayer on World War II. It's just got that nice flow, and I'm pretty sure any competitive player will tell you this gun has like that nice flow, that nice movement, and you guys can probably tell from the past 3 guns, they've all been ARs. So I think that's gonna go ahead and wrap it up for the ARs, because this weapon has earned the number 2 spot. But now let's go ahead and get to the number 1 weapon, and you guys probably already know what it is. It is an SMG, of course, but let's go over to the number 1 weapon. Coming in our number 1 spot, we have the PPSH. Now this gun is a complete god gun. Most of the time, you will not see players using this gun. Some of the time, they're not up for the PPSH challenge. Sometimes they want to use an AR in the game, which most of the time it's going to be probably the STG-44 or something else that they kind of like decide to use. But it's going to also be one other person in there that's, most of the time you kind of just see them use the PPSH, because it's just like that nice weapon to use, and there's really no going wrong with it. Like, you can run 2 PPSH players, you can run 1 AR, and then you kind of got that other person that can just run kind of whatever they need to. If they feel like running fast, they pull out the PPSH. If they feel like sitting back, they can pull out the AR. It kind of just whatever that person feels like using. Now, the thing about the PPSH, it's just like with BO3. BO3 had the VMP. World War II has the PPSH. It kind of like the same gun. There's going to be that gun that like the pros are just going to attract to. Pros are just going to be like, okay, this is the SMG, this is the AR, and that's clearly what they've done. They clearly found the PPSH is the SMG of World War II, and the STG-44 is the AR of World War II. But that is why the PPSH is at the number 1 spot, because it's pretty much like the most overused weapon inside of Call of Duty. And I absolutely just love the weapon, in my opinion. I loved it a little bit in Black Ops 3. It wasn't the best gun whenever they brought it in. The fire rate, I just think, was like too high. And this gun, it kind of got like nerfed a little bit. The fire rate, it got like better. Even like whenever you put rapid fire in this gun, like it still doesn't feel like it's like jumping all over the place. It feels just smooth. But I think that's going to go ahead and do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. Remember, if you guys did, hit that like button. Be very, very much appreciated. And also subscribe to the channel and turn on post notifications so you guys are always notified when I post a video to this channel. Remember, if you guys want to follow me on any of my social medias, they're all down in the description. Snapchat, Twitter, and Instagram, all down there. And also, if you guys want to check out my sponsors and possibly purchase anything from them, you guys can do that. Links in the description, website links, and my codes to use. Faygrips, it is faygrips.store, and use my code HYPE15 for 15% off. And also, there's JerkyXP, which is jerkyxp.com, and use my code HYPE5 for 5% off of your entire purchase at their website. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Remember, always be back here every other day I upload. I've been slacking a little bit, but trying to get back on that grind. But without further ado, guys, it's your boy Dana Hype. Have a great rest of your day. Peace!